Hello and welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation with me, your host, Owen, the channel that brings you your team every single day, the channel that brings you all the latest news, views, updates on Glasgow Rangers. And if you want all that latest content for free, for absolutely nothing, guys, the only money we make obviously is from YouTube. And obviously, if you do decide to join the channel, or if you do decide to give us a super thanks or a super chat during a live stream, that is the only way obviously we make money. We don't charge you for any of the content because we are by the fans, for the fans. Both Victoria and I are Rangers fans producing content for you, the Rangers fan base. Okay, so we've got a little bit of news about transfers. Michael Beale has spoke to the media this morning and has been talking about possible arrivals and departures from the club. Also, he had an update, obviously, on the Jose Cifuentes situation, which obviously has been a huge saga this summer. More of that in a moment. Rangers successfully launched their new third kit this morning. A very effective looking kit, a beautiful looking kit. Certainly from the comments that I've seen on my post this morning that I put up on the community post of the kit and obviously on Twitter as well. Lots of very positive comments about the new third strip. Personally, absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. Real sort of retro feel about it. Real quality strip. Really like that shirt. I've personally ordered my own this morning. It is on the way. Not that I particularly got any money for it. A little bit broke at this moment in time, but nice anyway to get it. You know what? You've got to support the club, haven't you? And the money goes to the club. So at the end of the day, that's got to be the situation. That is a very, very nice strip. Really do like it. So yeah, got it on order and a very positive launch this morning. So well done at Rangers. That 3 nice kits this year, 3 really nice shirts this year. Anyway, more of what Michael Beale has been saying this morning. So Michael Beale has been talking about possible arrivals and departures from the club. First of all, he said that nothing was imminent in terms of arrivals. He said there's negotiations still ongoing around certain players arriving and leaving the club, but at this moment in time, there was nothing imminent in terms of arrival. So don't expect to see anyone arriving before tomorrow or perhaps even the early part of next week. The media obviously asked him about the Danilo situation. He said that Danilo was a player they liked, but he was a Feyenoord player at this moment in time. He said the club had submitted a bid, and it was very much down to negotiations and talks ongoing in the background. But he was a Feyenoord player at present, and that was as much as he was prepared to say on the situation. So interesting that we're still obviously after him. Interesting that it's true that that bid went in. Interesting that those negotiations are ongoing, but obviously nothing is imminent around Danilo. Now, the player that there appears to be more concrete information about is Jose Cifuentes. Now, Michael Beale revealed that Rangers had a pre-contract in place with Jose Cifuentes, meaning that should nothing get done in this summer transfer window, that Cifuentes will arrive in January when he is out of contract. He's out of contract in December, of course. Rangers have been chasing Cifuentes for virtually the entire summer. Now, the hope that Michael Beale seems to be putting across is that they want to get something done ASAP and they want to get him in this summer window rather than waiting till January for him to arrive. He says, obviously, there is a pre-contract agreement in place, but ideally that he would like him to arrive before that. He said, Michael Beale said, yeah, it is getting closer. Logistics of that one, work permits and everything else that goes on, the clubs are still talking. He's out of contract at the end of the year and we have an agreement for that. We would like to bring it to a close early if we can, so we can join in this window. Those discussions are ongoing. So it seems that whilst obviously that Cifuentes will be coming in the January transfer window, at this moment in time, there is nothing agreed for the summer yet. That is still an ongoing negotiation between the two clubs. And Cifuentes, obviously, hopefully, will come in this window. I think, Jose Cifuentes arriving early would be in the best interest of everyone. Number one, LAFC would get a fee for him rather than losing him for nothing in January. Rangers would get a chance to have the player from the start of the season and embed him into the team. Although we did see how effective Campbell and Raskin were coming in from January last season. And also, for the player as well, it's easier to come in at the start of the season, have a pre-season and settle in with the team rather than coming in part way through a season. So certainly progress being made, but at this moment in time, like it says, it is still ongoing in terms of negotiations between the two parties. Very interesting indeed, though, on the whole Jose Cifuentes saga. I think that's what we can call it. I think we can actually term it a saga now, can't we? In terms of when he does finally get to the club. Okay, so the other bit of news updated was that Searle, who obviously has not yet played for Rangers, it is hoped that he will make his first competitive appearance in the game this weekend at Ibrox between Rangers and obviously our good friends SV Hamburg, 3 o'clock Saturday. Let me know if you're going in the comments below. However, Searle has apparently really impressed his teammates in training so far. He was £4.5 million, apparently. That was the final fee that was agreed with add-ons, which could rise. I think it's around about 6.5 if all those add-ons are fulfilled, which I suppose you've got to hope happens, because then it must mean that Rangers have been successful. Leon Balogun, who also is a summer arrival, returned to the club, has been speaking about his Nigerian teammate. Obviously, Balogun and Dessers have worked together for the Super Eagles. Balogun, who obviously was returned to the club as cover for Leon King, but whose injury is now not as bad as it first appeared, which is apparently started rumours that Rangers will not now move for Panzo or Cresswell or Trusty, and they are happy now with their centre-back room, given the fact that Leon King will be back in 5 to 6 weeks. That is the rumour that is going around at this moment in time. Balogun said, I only met him at the national team maybe 3 or 4 times, but I always felt he was a very intelligent striker. He's very laid back, friendly and approachable, but on the pitch, he's a pest. Honestly, I was surprised. He's pretty strong. I remember how I had a conversation with John Suter the other day, and asked him what he thought of him. And he said, oh my God, he's so strong. You don't really expect that. He's good in front of goal as well. As I think we're going to get a lot of joy out of having him play for the club. So Balogun, spoke very favourably of Dessers, and I think hearing the players talk is very encouraging. The players obviously like Dessers, they rate him, they think he's a decent player. Balogun said that apparently when Dessers was approached by Rangers, he did have Dessers phoned and spoke to Leon Balogun. He said he asked him what the club was like. Leon said that he obviously had the best time of his career there, and it was a great club to join, which I think obviously helped him persuade him to come to the club. Dessers obviously is a very different player to Morelos. That was something else that Leon Balogun said, something that some people have drawn comparisons between Morelos and Dessers, saying obviously with their physical stature, their physical approach to the game, there is a similarity there, something that Balogun has refuted. Leon said, I think he's a different player from Alfredo. Alfredo has done what he's done and deserves all the praise for it. But I think no one is doing Searle any favours if you compare and ask how he is compared to Morelos. I think anybody should start with a clean slate, look at Searle and see what he brings to the table. He's got physical attributes, good football brain. And like I said, I think he's going to be a joy to watch. When I said pest, I meant for any defender. For me personally in training, I don't like to play against him because he's mobile and strong. He's going to give you problems and make you work hard. He's already shown bits of that in training already. If he brings that into the stadium and into these games, I'm pretty sure the fans will take a liking to him pretty quickly. So encouraging news from Leon Balogun there about Searle Dessers, and it's certainly a hope that we will see him take part on Saturday to see exactly what we have in the player, and also give Searle time to sort of bed into the team and gel with the players around him. But the main news obviously coming out is around this man, Jose Cifuentes. There is a pre-contract in place. He will join in January if no deal could be agreed this summer, but both parties apparently are working hard to secure him for this summer. Well, Rangers fans, let me know what you think in the comments below this video. If you've enjoyed the content, please hit that sub, ring that notification bell, help us to keep growing the channel as we aim for 3K in 10 days. We've got to get about 300 and some subscribers, I think 384, I think it was 85 at last time of checking. That's a hell of a push, but it can be done, guys, with the support of our Rangers family. And as always, I need you to do 2 things for me. Number 1, smash that like, and number 2, remember always, we are the people.